So guys, now we're going to go ahead and get these Callaloo prepped and ready, and we're going to show you guys step by step of how we go about cleaning the Callaloo and getting them washed and getting them over to the cutting station, and also getting them ready to be put in the pot. So right here I have a nice fresh bundle of Callaloo that I just cut. I'm just going to show you guys how to go about stripping the Callaloo. Okay, so pretty much I have my knife here, and I'm just going ahead and I'm barely pinching at the end and peeling back. Okay, you see that right there? That right there, we want to get rid of that, because this right here, you know, even though this is a very tender Callaloo and it's soft, but you have some Callaloo that are out there that if you don't peel this back, it will make this very tough whenever you cook it. So I'm just showing you guys how we go about peeling them back. Alright, so as I peel these stalks back, you know, and just getting them ready, what I'm going to do once I get them all peeled back, I have my salt right here, and I'm just going to go ahead and give these a thorough wash the first time with some salt. And that the reason why I'm doing that is pretty much to get rid of any worms or anything that may be on the leaves of the Callaloo. Okay, so as I'm getting these here stripped, and I am cutting them a little bit smaller. So what I'm going to be doing is showing you how I was taught to cut Callaloo back in the days versus to now how we go about cutting them, which it takes less time to get them prepared. Okay, so pretty much right now, and the reason why I'm cutting these right here a second time is just to get them a little bit smaller so I can handle them while they're in the sink being washed. Okay, so just peeling them in. And you know, guys, I know a lot of people out there say, oh, you know, Callaloo is, you know, it's hard to get them cleaned, and you know, it takes too much time. But guys, I'm telling you, something that is good as Callaloo, that is beneficial for you, you know, rich in a lot of iron, and you know, just good for the blood. You know, guys, take the time that it takes to get them clean and have them ready. So, okay, now that I have all my Callaloo stripped, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and get the leaves and everything submerged down into the water. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my salt, my Himalayan salt, and I'm just going to go ahead and sprinkle them on the leaves and in the water as well. And then so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come behind and I'm just going to give them a couple of toss, you know, just to make sure that I'm getting them nice and, you know, getting them nice and clean. Okay, we definitely don't want any bugs inside of our meal, so just giving them a nice little wash. Okay, so then what we're going to do, we're going to get these here, and we're going to go ahead and take them on over here to the second wash. All right, and the way how I was taught was to wash them 3 times. So I'm going to go ahead and put them over here, and as you guys can see, the water is just a little bit, you know, cloudy, and that just coming from probably when it rained, dirt hitting on the leaves and stuff like that. So I'm going to go ahead and let that out. All right, and what I'm going to do is when I wash them over here the second time, I'm actually going to have the water running. All right, so just want to get those nice and washed up. That right there is our second wash. And of course, guys, when you're washing your Callaloo, make sure you use a whole water. Okay? Just rinsing that out right there, and let the leaves get a nice little run. Water run over the leaves. These one here that I just washed, I'm going to go ahead and put them on this side here. And so guys, the next step that I'm going to show you guys is how I was taught to cut Callaloo, you know, coming up. And then we're going to show you the easier way how to get them cut and have them. Back in the days, this is how I was taught to cut Callaloo, which is you get a whole, little, bunch of them together like this here. And it's up to you whichever way you would like to do them, okay? So, and what we used to do back home, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and just cut them in the pot that I'm gonna be preparing them in. All right, so you used to have us to do it like this right here. You know. This one is sharper. And that is it, guys. The way how we used to do it back in the days. Now, this is the way how we do it. So, I just go ahead and get about a bit. And we just fold them over like this right here. And just rest them down. Get your knife. Guys, if you're not a pro with the knife, just please be very careful with your fingers. So we don't need 9, we need all 10. Right. And as you guys can see how much quicker this is, and because I do have a couple of bigger pieces in there. Doing it this way, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just get my knife and I'm gonna bunch them all back up together and just go back over them one more time. Alright, and so guys, I will bring you guys back shortly with the next step when I get ready to cut up my tomatoes, my bell peppers, onions, and my Scotch bonnet pepper. I'm gonna leave that whole because I want to be able to eat my food, and also tomato and all this stuff you see right here, guys, is stuff that I grow outside in the garden. Bring you guys back shortly. So now here I have the Scotch bonnet pepper, and this is just to add flavor, guys. I'm not going to cut this pepper open because it got a lot of heat to it. So this pepper, I'm just going to go ahead and put that on in. It's already washed and everything. All this veggie right here is already washed. So with my tomato here, I'm going to go ahead and get that tomato cut. A little bit more there. And also my onion. Okay, got that chopped up. Let's go ahead and put it on top. And here I have my bell pepper. I'm not going to put all the bell pepper in, but alright, and that's all the bell pepper I need right here. And I also have some pure Irish butter, grass-fed. And guys, and what I'm gonna do is just cut a little piece here and just put on the top. And this is just to add a little bit more flavor. And guys, I'm gonna come on over here to the stove, and I'm going to go ahead and get that turned on. And what you want to do, you don't want to turn it on high heat because the Callaloo you're going to be steaming. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on, I'll say about halfway. Put it on 5. And then guys, we got right here some seasoning salt that we're just going to, and it's all, you put whatever amount, you know, that you want in your food, you know. So you could put a small amount, because this Callaloo, even though it's a lot, it looks like a lot, once you start to steam it, it will actually get smaller. So just sprinkle a little bit on the top, guys. All right. And right here I have some thyme, some dried out thyme, and I'm just gonna go ahead and sprinkle a little bit on top. Okay, and I also have me some black pepper that I will be sprinkling on top as well. Okay, and then what I'm gonna be doing now is I'm just gonna go ahead and get my spoon. My spoon here, and we're just gonna go ahead and just stir that on in, guys, and just put the top on it now so it can come to that point where it's starting to steam, and we will bring you guys back shortly when we get to that point where it's starting to steam. If you guys can smell the aroma right now that are coming off of this Callaloo, it is smelling so delicious, guys. Now here is this Scotch bonnet pepper, guys, that I definitely want to keep aside because we don't want to get that in our food when we're sharing this plate. As you guys can see, the seasoning and stuff that I went ahead and put, you know, inside of this Callaloo here. You guys can put your own different spices and touch to it. It doesn't have to necessarily be the seasoning that I put inside of the Callaloo. So guys, you know, and as I go through the demonstration and everything else like that, you know, you do it step by step the way how I do it, and you guys can't go wrong with cooking your own Callaloo. And guys, I just want to thank each and every one of you for cooking with Mike today and stopping by, guys. Please like, subscribe, and give a thumbs up if you have already not. You know, you can share these videos and, you know, help each other to come and learn with you and with us as we learn together. And thank you. Peace and blessings to each and every one of you guys out there.